everybody, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering. I am SeiferKatt, and we are continuing what we were playing last time, which was our sealed deck. You may recall it had two Archangels of Wrath. It was a red, black, white deck. It was, it's alright, it's doing okay. Is it the best? No. Is it the worst? No. And it's currently won 4 games, so, you know, that's pretty good. Not complaining about that. So, let's get started, shall we? Now, hopefully we have the thing that if you mouse over the cards, you can see what they are. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you don't get that feature. But we'll see. We'll see if that's working. Hopefully. Waiting for it to show up on the screen. Maybe not. Anyway, how do we feel about this hand? Not super great, but it can start playing things at turn 2, so maybe that's alright. We will keep that. Hey, it is working. Awesome. Alright. So, hey, we've got an Archangel of Wrath. That's great if we get 2 white mana, which we don't. So just play a Plains, pass the turn, because what else can you do? I mean, we can play Tori turn 4. Which, you know, turn 4 is usually a bad time to start playing stuff. Usually should have been playing stuff for a while, but hey, my opponent's not playing stuff on turn 2 either, so maybe it's alright. I guess we can start playing on turn 3. Whew! We're saved. Oh shit, my opponent's playing on turn 3. Now the turn 2 card, that would have been lovely to have last turn. Oh, well, never mind. Should we play the mountain? Yeah, let's play the mountain. I think I want to hide that swamp from them just for a moment longer. We might just do the aggressive sabotage next turn, get some cards out of their hand. Yeah, maybe even kicker it just to get the extra mana. I mean, at the moment it's not really that much card advantage because they did gain a card from the Phyrexian Rager, but you know, you take what you can get in this world. That's life, you know? And he's going to play a land. That's cool. You know, 4 lands, always good to... I'm excited for him. I'm legitimately excited for him. Good job, man. Good job. The Witherseed Treaty? I guess that has something to do with the Wither Light. That would make sense. Find the land. Okay, so it's a bit of ramp, gets a Sapperling, and then it makes a boy stronger for a turn. Okay. I'm not too concerned with that. It's more mildly annoying than anything else. And quite frankly, if I get another... Okay, you're going to attack me? You know what? I'm just going to block that. Sure. I'm happy to see that dead than alive. Interesting. Sunlit Marsh. That would allow us to get rid of some stuff. And it would allow our Archangel of Wrath to exist. Which is actually pretty exciting. So... It does mean we don't really have a good play this turn aside from the Steel Crusher, but Steel Crusher is not a bad turn. I think we still attack. Attack for 1. Play this, and we play the Steel Crusher. And now we're in an interesting position that the Archangel of Wrath will be able to do 4 damage to something. Probably that. Not immediately, of course. You can come in and take 2 damage, deal 2 damage. That's quite alright, sir. It doesn't have flash or anything, does it? No, flying life. Oh my goodness, another Archangel. Well, you don't get much better than that in this world, do you? I mean, what? If we play the Archangel now, we kill the Sapperling, and we go, well, that's wonderful, really. I think we play Tori here, and the next time we play Archangel of Wrath, double kicker it, and maybe the other Archangel of Wrath, double kickering that. Just keep double kicking, you know, just keep kicking. This thing's going to come in with 5/5? 5/5, yeeks. Okay, that's fine, that doesn't matter, because the Archangel of Wrath will eliminate that problem immediately. Okay, so you're going to attack with a 6/6 Sapperling? Sure. Archangel of Wrath will not make me too concerned with that. It looks like he wants to kill something. Mousing over my stuff. Okay, you're going to make that? Sure. You're going to attack with that? You are. I see no reason not to defend. If he burns a card on it, I'm not too fussed about Tori. Yeah, technically it's card for a card, and honestly he could have done that before I blocked anyway, so... Oh, I had Trample. Okay, well, it didn't change a damn thing then, did it? Eh. Okay, so Archangel of Wrath, yeah, this is good. I'm very happy with this. Archangel of Wrath, double kick. Yep. And we do 2 damage to that. And we do 2 damage to that again. That'll heal me for 4 life. And then I might as well just attack. Now I think he kind of wishes he'd held on to that lightning strike, but meh, I don't really care. Wish you all you don't have it anymore. Used it on something I didn't care about. Oh, another one, eh? Well, we obviously defend against probably the Sapperling on this one. Although he does have the extra... No, he's backing the Sapperling off. That's interesting. Thank you for the 3 life. I appreciate the 3 life for no reason. Now, he's got 2 cards left. This is the time to aggressive sabotage. I would love to play the other Archangel, but quite frankly, I love giving him no choice about what cards to keep. Yeah, sort of board wipe, situational, and some bringing things back. I mean, that hurts. That hurts. You don't want to see that gone. Attack for 3 in the air. The lifelink means that's good. Yeah, I think this game's probably done now. I think his chances were just completely destroyed when I played the Archangel. And whatever chances he had, let's see if this makes him concede. Play another Archangel, sire. Does thou wishest to see an Archangel of the sky? Probably not, but it's what you get. I mean, to attack with everything? No, just attack with the Archangel. No reason to get hasty at this point. Maybe there was actually every reason to get hasty. It doesn't matter, they conceded at that point. I was always kind of hoping the 2 Archangels of Wrath would come in at the same time, and that happened, and... You know, they're pretty damn good if you can double kick them. Alright. That takes us to 5 wins. Oh my. I'm very excited with this. Alright. Ishii. Aishi? What have we got? We have a red mana source. That could be potentially problematic. What we do have is 2 whites and a black. Can't play my Steel Crusher. So what does my turn actually look like? Play my lands and then hope to get something? I don't like that. I like to be able to actually play a card at some point, so I'm going to mulligan that. It's not too much better, but it actually is a little bit, strangely enough. I will put Tori away, as much as I would like to see Tori. I think now is not the time for Tori time. It's not Tori time. Ooh. Gonna cast a Battlefly Swarm? Cult Conscript. Oh yeah, okay, a 2/1 that... Okay, that's neat. That's neat. I appreciate that. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. So whenever you get a creature, gain life. Whenever you lose a creature, the opponent loses a life. Makes sense. Seems decent enough. We now have all 3 colors. Huzzah! All 3 colors and 2 lands. Yeah, that's the way this works. And a Battlefly Swarm. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to attack with it now because it's only got 1 power. It'll probably just die, honestly. And we do need a swamp for it to get its death touch. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. He's going to double attack. Ooh, aggressive. Oh my. I wish all my lands didn't come in tapped right now. I think I'm going to let this happen because I really want to kill the Pilgrim. The conscript can be dealt with later. It's not a huge deal. See, and a Pegasus. Wonderful. Well, an Archangel's back in my hand. That's nice to see. Look, we play the Steel Crusher. Battlefly can block the Pegasus, and the Monkey Man can block this Cleric. I don't know why he's a Monkey Man. He's just a regular monkey. Which is also how the teachers described me at school. Just a regular monkey. Attacks with everything. Boy, do I see a combat trick coming. Well, I'm going to fall for it. Nope. He's just happy to do the 2 damage. Okay. Sure. Now, Archangel of Wrath, we could play that. But I do not think it's time. I think it is time currently for the Coalition Warbrute. Just to try and hold them off that way. Because as much as I'd love to play Archangel of Wrath, I'd really love to get a kick out of it. Like a kick would really help. I mean, even if I kicked it to kill the Cult Conscript, I mean, that's life gain of 2. That's going to get Leyline Bindinged because that's too scary for me. Yeah, we're going to Leyline Bind that, I think. Too scary. Get out of here, buddy. First, we're going to play the Splatter Goblin, right? Because they seem to be okay with attacking with everything. And Leyline Binding has Flash, so there's no reason to haste it. Because maybe they'll try to strengthen their Necromass just to, I don't know, make it more killy. You can never have a writhing Necromass that is just not killy enough. Here it comes. So we shall block. Okay, and then we Leyline Binding the Necromass, which they allow to be cast. Do they hexproof it? They do not hexproof it. Maybe they thought that if the Necromass died, it could just come back. But I guess it didn't die. It just got bound with some magics. I mean, who wouldn't want to be bound up by some magics, am I right? Alright, we've got another land. Now, that Battlefly could be an issue if they had some black mana, which they do not currently have. We're going to attack with the Warbrute. We enlist with it? No, I think we just attack with it. Now, what would be ideal? We're going to do the Phyrexian Rager. What would be ideal now is to draw a land that doesn't come and play tapped. That is gorgeous. I am excited. Am I? Yes. I was just like, do I have double white, black, and red? And I do have all those colors. Because I got white, white, black, red. So, yeah, we're going to double kick this Archangel of Wrath, kill the Battlefly Swarm, kill the Herbalist, and wish my opponent good day. Of course, they still get to have a turn. This is a trap. I know this is a trap, but I would rather them do their trap now. Maybe they just really want their Cult Conscript. Or maybe they just don't read cards, who knows? because that seemed very silly to do what they just did. Incredibly silly. I mean, now I'm even like, do I want to play my Archangel of Wrath right now? And the answer is not really. But then again, what have I got to lose? No, I'll give it one more turn. I'll see what they do. I won't worry too much about it. I will play a Swamp, however. Keep one hand. You know what? They're playing black. I should have kept that in hand just in case they had that double discard card. I'll feel very silly if they do that. You know what? No blocks. Come on in. See, that's what I was waiting for. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Archangel of Wrath. Double kick. Killing both the Cult Conscript and the Mesa Cavalry. Now, they could always bring it back, I suppose. And if they do that, they do that. It's not really the end of the world. But this game just shifted very badly. Yeah, okay. You bring your Cult Conscript back. What are you going to do with it, really? Huh? Yes, mock your opponent. This never goes wrong. Plays a land, so he's got one card in hand that may be potentially useful. He doesn't attack with it. Okay. We attack, we attack. Leave the Rager at home, just in case he's trying some shit. But... And we'll play the Semite Herbalist, why not? Because it gives me some scry if I enlist with it, and that's not... Everyone loves some scry. I mean, not everyone loves scry. I'm not a big fan of scry, but I'll take it. You know, if I can scry, I will scry. I have scry, will scry. I don't really care about the Phyrexian Rager. Yeah, spend a card. Yeah, spend a card to make sure your skeleton that's supposed to die repeatedly doesn't die this day. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're struggling, boy. Struggling. I mean, you might as well attack with it because it becomes tapped regardless. Divvy up your damage, you know. And we'll play a horse, and then we'll kick the horse. Which is always a bad sentence. I'm never proud to say, and you kick the horse. But sometimes you just gotta kick a horse. I'm not proud of what I said. Yeah, you gonna attack me with that 3-2? You know what? Sure. Hit me for 3. I don't give a crap. Enjoy. Enjoy your moral victory. Ooh. Everything with 2 or less get removed from the battlefield. That is... not much. Sure? I don't really know how I feel about this card in this format. I don't feel particularly great about it in this format. It kind of ended exactly as I thought it would. I mean, we enlist, we attack, and then we win, right? Because we have a 6-4 attacking. Even if they block, it don't matter. They got no cards in hand. Yeah, this is game. Hooray! I like a temporary lockdown, though. It's just like a whole bunch of Planeswalkers being like... I don't know if they're all Planeswalkers, actually. I think those 2 aren't. But just being like, ah, shit, this isn't good. No one leads until we know who can be trusted. Ah, yes. I wonder if that was before or after Ajani was noticed. That Ajani was a bad kitty cat. a bad Leonin, let's be polite, shall we? Alright, well, 6 wins. That actually puts us into this event was now cost neutral. In fact, it was cost positive because we get 9 packs and 9 packs for free, really. By free, I mean for playing the game. I played the game, I get packs. What, turn 4 we play Archangel of Wrath and that's it? No, I hate it. I don't love this either, but at least I've got 2 colors, but I still have no play until I get a plains or something useful. I'm gonna keep it though. Probably against my better judgment, which is probably why you shouldn't ever keep something when you say against my better judgment I will keep. Judge better. Don't keep, judge better. But I kept. I did not judge better. Okay, well, hey, look, never punished. Here's a splatter goblin. Don't say never punished. It's too early to say never punished. There is much more punishment ahead. Do not fret. Okay, Guardian New Dominaria, that's kind of a painful thing. I don't think they're going to attack into me. We're going to give it a go, though. Yeah, there'd be a fool to defend on that one. Dude, that little goblin going crazy over there. Calm down, little dude. I realize it's probably better to put my icon over here. Their lands are not that important. Just in case they have a Planeswalker, which is unlikely in sealed, but you know, it can happen. Okay, so now they're going to send my Herbalist. They probably... That little goblin's just... You know, right, nasty piece of work. Now, here's a little trick we could do. We could always play the Banana Sleeper, kick it, and... No, that's a bad plan. That's called a bad plan. We don't play anything this turn. We play the Banana Sleeper next turn, but we're going to let the Splatter Goblin get attacked first. Because they'll attack into the Splatter Goblin, probably. You get, like, Scry 1 and Scry 2. Just so much scrying. It's their party and they can scry if they want to. Good scry deck name, actually. Oh yeah, that keeps it safe from the Splatter Goblin. Clever, I like it. Yeah, you gotta block it now, don't you? Scry 2, yeah. I mean, everyone knows you gotta block this now. It's just too big, it's too scary. It's a 5/2, he's coming and scrying too. He's scrying all day, every day. You don't like it. We block. And then we Battle Rage Blessing. He knows there's a trick. Oh. Reading the card explains the card. I could have seen that coming. Okay. So we could Battle Rage Blessing this, but not great. I think we just have to accept that that's what's happened. If we can get another land, I think we'll be okay, but we need another land. We desperately need another land, then we can Archangel of Wrath. No, because even if we Archangel of Wrath, it'll still live. Maybe the Herbalist then. Maybe our own Herbalist. It's not going great. While this thing keeps attacking, we are going to keep struggling. I think we play our own Herbalist. I mean, them discarding cards will help, I guess, just to keep one thing alive. That is card for a card though, and I had to pay mana for it, so maybe it's not great. But eventually they'll run out of cards. Right, and that's where you want to end up. Yep, and you'll do that, that's fine. This is not looking great though. We really do need to just stop all of the bullshit happening. I mean, do we block into this? It will get them down another card. I mean, down another card is not a bad place to be. Or we could just do this. We spend a card, they're down a card. We're both down a card then. Well, I guess we're both down a card if I block there too. No, we'll do it this way. They spend a card to regenerate it, or what is basically regeneration these days. I mean, getting rid of Stall for Time's okay, I guess. Okay, another Plains. Okay, okay. Can dig it. Because if they get to, I don't think they want to get to 0 cards. That's our hope. Yeah, my hope is they really don't want to get to 0 cards, and that will probably help us. We're getting a little bit greedy with not playing the Archangel of Wrath this turn, I accept that. Okay, that's fine. What I will still defend this, because I want them to spend a card and play a card this turn. I mean, the fact is they are scrying to choose the very best, the cream of the crop, as you will, as they were. Okay. We wait. We don't have another swamp. I don't think we kick this at this point. We do have attack with the Samite Healer because I would like to get a land. No, not the Warhorse, but thank you for trying. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they didn't take that there. I think the Guardian's going to be less an issue when we zap out 2 of those guys. Of course, this is still going to hurt for now. Which... that's kind of what we wanted, but also not entirely what we wanted. However, if we kick once... get rid of the Samite Herbalist, that will still keep us a little bit safer. He will be coming for 5. But that's not enough to end me, so I think it's alright. We can't double kick, okay. We'll just kick once then. Rid of the Samite Healer, that's very important. Back with the Herbalist. We do not need swamps anymore, thank you very much. We've got out all the lands we need. What we need is probably another Archangel of Wrath. On the bottom, is it? No, it's not. Leyline Binding, that's rough. That's a rough card. I probably would have preferred that not happening. Hey Soulburn, how you doing? Okay, lightning strike. Okay, they're going to attack for 7. Okay, that's rough. That's rough. That's a. They're going to attack for 5 actually. They're attacking for 7, of course. They're doing the enlist thing. My cards have a cat backing. That's very me. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like the cat. The cat is very good. I'm very proud of my cat sleeves. Okay, this is not quite over. This is over. It is 220 right now. Just doing magic for a little bit, just to play around. Just to have some fun. PM. 2:20 PM. It's a valid question though. Alright, so 6 wins, 3 losses. That's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. We claim my prize of 2,000 gems, so basically the cost of admission, and some Dominaria packs. Oh, nice. 720. Alright, what are my rares? I'll take a white-black land. That's always good. Another Archangel of Wrath. Okay, sure. I don't know if I needed a third one or fourth one, perhaps. Yeah, I'll take it, though. Urtai Resurrected. Alright, well, they brought him back. Nothing that particularly excited me, but hey, that's what you get. Alright, so let's change the name of the stream. So I was just doing a sealed, but right now I'm going to play some ranked historic, and it's going to be my elf deck, which I'm quite enjoying. It is a historic deck, so that's not standard. It's everything that's in Magic Arena, and it's best of 3 because I like playing best of 3. I've decided to give it a go. Sealed is like draft in the sense that the packs are all new cards. The only difference is you open 6 packs and you make a deck out of those, as opposed to take a card, pass it on, take a card, pass it on. But we were just finishing off my sealed from last time I streamed Magic, so I'm gonna play some. No, you know what? Let's just do some regular play first. We won't do best of 3. We'll just be best of 1 for my elves. Yeah. I always like to do a couple of sealed at the start of a new set, just because it's fun. So let's talk about the elves. It's green-black elves. It really is based around guys that say other elves you control get +1/+1. A lot of those cards available. Marwyn gives me mana for every power that she has. She makes mana. The poison tip archers, pretty cool. And this guy goes and looks at some elves. You know, it's a lot of elves. If you like elves, this deck has elves. But this is actually not a great hand, so we are going to mulligan this. We've got a little bit more land than perhaps I want, but that's alright. We'll put this one aside. Don't need that one. And we'll get my elf shaman, who can turn elves into dinosaurs. You can't even make that shit up. Sorry. Panda sent me something. What did she sent me? Good meme. Alright. So we're going to take 2 damage, so this comes in untapped. And we're going to play Leaf Crowned Visionary, who all elves get +1/+1. Always good. And whenever you cast an elf spell, you may pay green, draw a card. And that's pretty good, because drawing cards, pretty useful. The only problem is we currently have no elves. So that is unfortunate. You don't even have enough mana to turn things into dinosaurs. Why bother living if you can't turn things into dinosaurs, you know? What's the point? We really do need some more elves to be drawn. Because then we can just start drawing all sorts of stuff. Alright, they're going to... Yeah, they're looking for something. This is going to be some stupid combo deck. I can tell you that already. They are ramping, they're drawing cards. This is a combo deck. If I lose, it'll be like, wham, 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 you lose. And I'll be like, yeah, okay. How do I know that? I've played enough Magic. Anyway, the Elvish Clancaller. All elves get +1/+1. Also, search for more Elvish Clancallers. Sadly, didn't draw another elf, but my elves are now stronger. They can attack. I'll take it. I like this, just turning elves into dinosaurs. So weird. Alright, they probably need to do something now or that's game. No, that's not true actually. They've got another turn. Maybe. Classic polymorph. Yeah, but... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty classic polymorph, eh? It's like sticks to snakes, except it's elf to dinosaur. We were playing D&D the other day, and there were a bunch of snakes, and we were wondering if there was a spell called Snake to Stick. We were told by the DM there was no such spell. We should stop asking for it. We really wanted snakes to sticks. Sticks to snakes are the true polymorph. Yeah, but we wanted snakes to sticks, and it just isn't real. Anyway, they're not doing anything, so we're just going to attack. They could always do... There is a spell that I could have just walked into there, which could be bad. Shark Typhoon is not what I was worried about. Shark Typhoon's funny. I like Shark Typhoon because if they play a Shark Typhoon, you just do a fatal push and you push the shark off a cliff and the shark dies. Goodbye, shark. Shark Typhoon. Yes, there's a Sharknado. It makes flying sharks. It's so good. Oh, I love that they made that card. I kind of don't like the card, but I do like the fatal push, just pushes sharks over. Cycling means you pay that... Oh, let's go and look at it first. Cycling means you pay the cycling cost and you discard it and you draw a card. So if it's like you got cycling on lands, for instance, but you got too much lands, you cycle the lands, you get rid of them and get hopefully things that aren't lands. Whereas this, you know, when you cycle it, you also get an effect. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually it's just get rid of the card, get another card. But this makes sharks. And look at him. Look at that happy little dude. He's having the best time. He's just like, oh yeah, I fly. And spiky shark. Hell yeah. Sharks! One shark in the water. Two sharks in the water. Three. I don't know if you're referencing the same thing. But pretty good. You know, we should probably talk about the deck before playing it again. So, let's talk about the deck real quick. So it's called Elves because I couldn't think of an original name for it. Okay, so this is the deck. We've got Land of War Elves because mana is good, I suppose. And they're elves. The Elf Shaman that turns elves into dinosaurs, pretty good. It also can't be countered, and other spells can't be countered. Pretty damn good. Fatal Push. Just getting rid of cheap things is pretty good. Leaf Crown Visionary, we saw that in action last time. You draw some cards, makes elves stronger. Makes elves stronger. Elvish Clangcaller. You got Harold. Hi, Harold. He looks for elves, warriors, or Tivers. We'll go back to Tivers in a second, but all my creatures are elves, so yep. Marvin is interesting. Yes, I was talking about the CGP Grey video as well. Excellent. Very good. If you haven't seen the CGP Grey video on Sharks, the art installation, you should watch it. It's very good. But yeah, so when an elf comes in, she gets stronger, and then she can make a shit ton of mana. This one? Elves get stronger? Yeah, absolutely, link that. Elves get stronger, and it can make more elf tokens. Also, I don't like the token. It seems like unrealistic body standards. Garrick's Uprising. You control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures have trample. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. And you go, well, that's not great. Nothing has power 4. They get power 4. They all boost up and they get to power 4. I've had it where this guy would make an elf every turn, and they would just give me a card every turn, which is pretty good. And then make Marwyn stronger. Poison Tip Archer. Flies suck. So do big creatures. Death Touch will deal with that. Harold unites the elves. Mill 5 cards. You may put an elf or a Tyvar card from your graveyard into the battlefield. Pretty good. This card that you really need back, they'll get it. Speaking of Tyvar, we keep talking about Tyvar. Here's Tyvar. He gives all elves gaining mana. They become sort of Land of Wars, except making black. He can put counters on elves and give them Death Touch for a turn. He can make an elf, or he can just give you a shit ton of cards. Although the -7, I've never gotten there yet, but nice to know that you can. Solburn, you were wanting to know about Planeswalkers before. Do you want me to explain that, or have you read up on it now? Casualties of War. I don't know about this card. It's in there. It just seems like a good card sometimes, but sometimes it's also shit. I don't know about this one. So this has destroy target artifact, destroy target creature, destroy target enchantment, destroy target land, destroy target planeswalker. That's a different type of planes. I don't think they do walkers anymore like that. No, planeswalker, PLANES. But yeah, this card's interesting. It can do some real damage. Usually it's not great. You have no idea. Well, look, we'll talk about Planeswalkers for a second. For those of you who watch this content but don't understand, like, what the heck is that? This is a Planeswalker. So, in Magic, you play a Planeswalker and you can recruit other Planeswalkers to help you out. So, the number at the bottom of his card is 4. That is his loyalty. So basically, when he comes in, he has 4 counters on him. Each turn, once per turn during your turn, you can do one of his abilities. And he's got 3 abilities. For +1, you can put 2 counters on the elf, untap it, gains Death Touch. You could put 1 more loyalty counter on it. 0, so no gain, no loss. You'll do another thing. And then -7, most Planeswalkers have what's known as an ultimate ability. Typically, it's very difficult to get them off, but if you get them off, you do typically win. Now, the problem is Planeswalkers, well, they're Planeswalkers, much like you, and that means they can be attacked directly. So normally when creatures attack you, instead they can attack a Planeswalker. For every point of damage a Planeswalker takes, they lose 1 loyalty. So if I played him, for instance, had him at 5 and then someone hit him for 5 damage, the Planeswalker, I don't think he dies, he runs away. He's just like, nope, not fucking dealing with this, too much. And that's Planeswalkers. And they kind of are how the game does representation these days. I'll show the Planeswalkers in a second, but yeah, so I mean, it kind of is the case that Planeswalkers, because they can travel planes, they're the reoccurring characters that show up all the time. They're the very powerful protagonists, or antagonists mostly. And I've noticed what they really try to do is have like some real diversification in their Planeswalkers. All of them are pretty unique in their powers. It's pretty cool. We also have a sideboard, which we're not doing right now. If you've played Baldur's Gate, here's Jaheira. She hates artifacts and enchantments. Also, she can like be different colors. I don't know what's up with that, but she can be. So these are sideboard cards. If I'm playing best of 3, I can slot these in if I don't like what's happened in the game, the previous game. Golden Demise, -2/-2. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. It was a plan to get rid of goblins at a fairly cheap price, but I don't know if that's worth it. Rise of the Dark Realms. If the opponent has a lot of board sweepers, just bringing back all creatures at once, I guess it's just going to board sweep that as well. Maybe that's not a good card. Tormund's Crypt and Grafdigger's Cage. I didn't want to spend more rare cards, so I've got a cheaper version. If they've got a very graveyard heavy orientated deck, I want to be able to stop that. Heartless Acts. It kills creatures. Oh, also that little kitty, so sad. He's like, I don't want to be chained up. But yeah. But yeah, that's my elf deck. I do want to talk about Planeswalkers just a little bit, because diversification is really important to me. So, got all sorts of Planeswalkers. They've been making them for the last 10 years or so. You know, you've got Egyptian guy, you've got generic white protag, you've got a guy who has foxes. This guy, I don't know what's up with him, but he makes shields. You got a kitty cat, although the kitty cat's gone evil lately. Is she Greek? No, she's not Greek, but got literal Bahamut, not canonical. Kind of like champions, yeah. But you know, you've got they do have a couple of generic white guys. That's to be fair. They stole that from LOR. Legends of Runeterra. Wow. I got the face. I got the face. I know what you're doing. You know, do you know what to identify with like a robotic middleman? You can do that. Demons, literally Lolth. Vampires. Teferi, if you know him from like the time traveling guy, or time shifting guy rather. Chandra, always my favorite. She likes to burn things. I think they're twins. Rowan and Will. I don't know if they're twins or just siblings. Let's say. You got a devil boy. Lolth always makes you laugh. Yeah, I can see why. Once we got pushed off a cliff by a bunch of spiders, and they all were like Lolth. But yeah, you've got like a bunch of different sorts of characters, and I'm always excited to see which Planeswalkers they bring back into each set, because it's cool. You know? Medusa or Gorgon, I suppose. Are Medusas and Gorgons the same thing? I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Laughing out loud to hell. Yes. Nope, they're not limited to one per deck. They are standard restrictions, but because they're legendary, you can only have one copy of the named card out at a time. So you can't have two Chandra dressed to kills at the same time. It used to be you couldn't have multiple Chandras, but now you can. I don't know what their reasoning was. I think they sort of went, you know, I think at first they were like, you can't have two Chandras, that doesn't make sense. And now they're like, yeah, whatever, two Chandras. If I don't give a shit anymore. Which I don't know. I liked it the way it was, but you know, Magic, it's always evolving. All right, so this is actually a pretty sweet hand. First turn, Llanowar Elf. Second turn, Leaf Crown Visionary. And then, yeah, be interesting. I like this. Llanowar Elves, just get extra mana. These are classic cards. They've been around since the very start of Magic. They come and go as they please. I don't think they've been around for the last 5 years, but that's okay. They're here now. We're going to play a Leaf Crown Visionary. What are they doing? Red, blue, white. Interesting. Now, I could play the Llanowar Elf, but I'd really like to draw the card off it, so I'm going to be greedy and not do it. Let's see if this bites me in the ass. Probably. Okay, they've gone... Oh, I know this deck. This deck is going to go incredibly quickly if I let it. It's going to start really burning me down. I don't think I know this deck, but I know that card. It's a combo-y card. The difference between champions and Legions of Rune and champions from Legions of Runeterra and Planeswalkers is Planeswalkers are typically not creatures. And that is a pretty huge difference. We'd like to pay 1 to draw another card. Ooh, another one. Sneaky, sneaky. That'd be interesting to play next turn. You play that next turn and you play a land last turn? I'm sure I did. Okay, this is probably really bad for them because next time attacking for 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 3 is 10. That'll be very low. I mean, if we can get another, say... Oh, I don't think it really matters. I was just thinking, is there another way we could win this next turn? But there isn't really. We will just play it chill. We attack for what we have, which is 10. I literally did the maths for that before. Does my opponent concede at this point? I mean, at least they got a board wipe now. It's pretty rough. Okay, they're going to play a 4th land. Okay, 4th land can be interesting. Ooh. I'm not afraid. Okay, they concede. I'll take it. I'll take the concessions. Okay, well, that worked pretty well. If that deck was allowed to go for a little bit longer, I think they probably would have kicked my butt, but it didn't get around to it. Dissipate, we just get a card. I probably don't want this card, but look at that spooky ghost skeleton. You never want that in your room. You wake up and you see a spooky ghost skeleton in your room, you tell it to please leave. You don't need that shit in your life. You know, remember the rules. Spooky skeleton, spooky ghost. Those are fine. Spooky ghost skeleton, straight out. You don't want it. Get rid of your spooky ghost skeletons. It's just too much. You know? Oh, what next? Spooky ghost skeleton zombie? Lich wraith? I could argue a ghost and a wraith is the same thing, but... Host of Friend 15. Or Host of Frennis? House of Frennis. Okay. Weird name, but alright. Look, I mean, a Llanowar Elf and a Leaf Crown Visionary in hand is always a pretty good way to start. So, yeah, I'll accept that. My opponent keeps hand. They've got a Chandra sleeve. I don't know if that's good. They're playing a mountain. Faithless looting. Okay. This makes me nervous. I won't lie. People playing Chandra sleeves are one of two people. Like, they're one of two types of people: degenerates or red deck players. Am I playing ranked? I am, but I'm only in bronze at the moment, so I'm not really expecting too much. Like, I mean, bronze players are still fine. Like, I'm not shit-talking bronze players, but it's not the, ooh, this is the difficult place to play Magic. You know, you will see some really weird plays sometimes and some weird decks, but that's alright. I might actually still get crushed by this. I mean, I don't really care too much about ranked, though. Like, it's just for fun. And I mean, in bronze, you can't even lose your... Okay, you lose your ranking. Okay. This is looking worse and worse all the time. But they're not wanting to attack. And I respect that. Because I don't want them to attack. I'll pay the 1 to get another card. If they can just stay the hell away, I would appreciate that. So please, I urge you, I beg you, stay the hell away. Asking just referring to matchmaking, yeah. Oh hey, it's Charge Dress to Kill. I don't actually know this card.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight.
Yep, Chandra, I get it. You're gonna burn shit, I get it. Deals damage to creature or player, adds mana.
Toast? I'd love to.
So in this set, Chandra gate crashed a wedding between vampires. That's kind of who Chandra is sometimes. Ding. What you want, phone? Why you go ding? Alright, fine. A little bit lower than perhaps I'd like to be against a red deck, but that's alright. Next turn we will probably Casualties of War, and that should be pretty devastating, I hope. Why did everything get stronger? Oh, because this guy. I see. Okay. Not a big deal. We could play this, but I'd really probably rather just get like a 3/3 elf out for like no cost. And then next turn with Casualties of War and see what happens. It'd be exciting. Kill Chandra, kill this Knoll. Another Chandra. Here's what I'm saying, you can play 2 Chandras.
You wanna go, tough guy?
Deals 4 damage to target creature. Okay, that's a bit rough, but we're gonna make an elf. Spit out an elf before it dies. Because I kind of wanted to defend a little bit, and I didn't want things to die. This is a bit more defensive in this situation. Could have attacked, actually. We want that Knoll dead, actually. Okay. Casualties of War. We want to destroy creature, we want to destroy land, we want to destroy Planeswalker. Creature we're going to destroy, probably that one. Land we're going to destroy, probably that. And that can be killed easily this turn, actually.
Come on, Chandra. I know you can do better.
Okay, so we had to use all our mana. They're going to attack us for 2, but we still need to kill this. So we're going to be down to 1 against a red deck.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
That's real bad. That's real bad. Ah, yeah, I'm dead.
Over here. Today's my lucky day.
Yeah, I get it. You win. I get it. I get it. Lightning Bolt. Is lightning bolt even a thing in Historic? I don't know. A good question. But certainly Lightning Blast or... Look, Red has no shortage of cards that will do 1 damage, at least. I'm now curious, is Lightning Bolt a thing in Arena? Bolt. It doesn't appear to be. Oh, wait. Ah, it is, but it's not available in Historic or Traditional Historic. Okay, so it is available in some formats, but not really. But of course there is Lightning Blast, which BLAST, there we go. Which Lightning Blast, am I spelling it right? Probably not. What is it called? Lightning Strike does 3 damage to any target. So basically they thought Lightning Bolt was a little bit too undercosted, so they boosted it by 1. So Lightning Strike is what they do normally, and they've printed it a lot. You know, they like to have a Lightning Blast around, or Lightning Strike around quite often. But then also sometimes what they do is they go, well, this is technically a Lightning Bolt if you have a Wizard. Otherwise, it's an expensive Lightning Blast. So, you know, they do play around with the idea of Lightning Bolt, but they don't ever actually do it anymore because it's just a little bit too good. Just a little bit undercosted. Alright, we're going to do one more Elves game and then we'll see how we feel. I was only really playing stream for about an hour because and then I got to brace my voice for Factorio. Which I'm looking forward to doing Factorio today. I think we made some real progress last session, and I think we're going to get more shit done. Elves! 1 elf in the tree, 2 elves in the tree, 3 elves in the tree. I wish. I would love that. I don't really love this hand, though. 2 Casualties of War. Well, at least we've got a Leaf Crown Visionary. We don't have the mana to cast it. Why did I accept that? Well, we're here now. What is this sleeve? Some sort of Draco Lich? Hey, look. Never punished. Never punished. Alright. Honestly, we'll play the Overgrown Tomb. Because I don't really want to use the mana this turn, and might as well do it for free. And just attack for 1, with a card that you should never really attack with. Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. Alright. She doesn't really have an ultimate, which is alright. Play creature cards as instants, as if they had flash. Creatures gain vigilance and reach. She just picks them up and be like, meow. Like, you know, when you're using a cat to hunt for moths. I'm sure everyone's done that with a cat. You pick up your cat and you take it around the house so it can bat at moths. It's a normal thing to do. You're going to give my creature vigilance and reach.
Strike now. Strike hard.
You didn't actually have to do that. They could have just said target 0, but it was a 1-turn thing. Okay. So now I will play Tyvar. This is a weird game.
Our legacy will celebrate us like the gods of old.
We'll give him +2/+0.
Bare your fangs.
And we will attack Vivian just to keep her a little bit lighter.
I'm not losing everything again.
Here you are. So what we could do next turn, depending on what happens, we could go Casualties of War. I'm feeling more and more like Casualties of War is the right idea. Of course, if they kill my Leaf Crown Visionary, which I don't think they can, so it's okay. We destroy the World Tree. Which, you know, now that I said that aloud, it's pretty bad. Just destroy the World Tree, it's no big deal. Destroy the World Tree, destroy the Lurker, destroy Vivian. I mean, that's... Land destruction sucks. I accept that. Hey, Veldak. When cat enters the battlefield, it explodes and deals 3 damage to opponent. Into 3 cat. Oh god, it exploded into little cats. Just how real cats work. Hey, Veldak. We're gonna play this one because I always feel like I read that other card wrong. Okay, we go Casualties of War. We destroy a creature, a land, and a planeswalker. The creature is this one, the land is this one, and the planeswalker is this one. See, Casualties of War, when it goes off, pretty devastating.
Not again.
Yeah, it happened again. Sorry.
Your courage is legendary.
And then we attack for 5. This guy isn't really supposed to attack, but he's doing a good job about it. Alright. We will play a Land War Elf. We'll pay a green to redraw a card, because cards are good. No, my opponent just doesn't want to deal with it. That's what they all say. Alright, and that moves us from bronze to silver. It's not that big a deal. Bronze you can never go down from, and silver is actually not too hard to climb out of as well. But hey, we'll take it, right? Okay, one more game. One more game and then we'll call it. What's the problem with these games? The one more game syndrome. One more game. One more game. Go on, one more game. Anyway, silver. Now we're dealing with some real opponents. Not really. Silver is not exactly difficult. Oh, they got a little red dragon. Cute. Okay. Look at the dragon. Oh, shit, it's mad. Never mind, leave it alone. This is a life gain deck. Because literally no one would play Speak of the Heavens if it's not a life gain deck. It's a good card. Makes angels if you have lots of life. And, it has lifelink. It can get you some life, but You don't usually count on the lifelink from this. These are not great as starting hand cards, but we'll play one anyway. No reason not to. And just hope that we get like a forest or something that we play the Elvish Clan Caller, but... Ooh. Is it a life gain cleric deck? That's gotten a little bit more interesting. Not much more interesting, but a little bit more. Black-White Life Gain. This is a good deck. I can tell because I love Black-White Life Gain. Oh, I don't even know this card. What is this? Gain the end step. If you gain life this turn, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Card draw. Nice. He's attacking. I wish he wouldn't, but he is. I just have to deal with it. Okay, well, we can push him over. So, that's good. Unfortunately, we can't really play anything else. So what we'll do is we will not do anything right now. I would like to see this cleric do something. The life gain would be a pain, but I think I want the cleric to attack before I kill it. Just in case they try to boost it or something silly like that. Alright. So he plays a land. It's pretty normal stuff. I don't think he's going to boost it or anything. I don't think we have to worry about that. As much as I don't like this guy drawing cards, I dislike this guy getting stronger every turn. So we're just going to push him. Fate will push him. We've got my cool custom art there with the Yargle from Yargle Day last week. Push him off. Push off the... Is it a Vampire Cleric? It is a Vampire Cleric. A lot of Vampire Clerics. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so we're going to take 2 lifelink, and then you're probably going to draw a card. It's fine. Whatever makes you happy, dude. The important thing is he's not at 27 life yet. Okay, Harold unites the Elves. So we're going to mill 5 cards, take 5 from the top of my deck, put them in the graveyard, and we're going to bring back an Elf or a Tyvar. Hopefully, one of those. Okay, I do see some options. I believe the Leaf Crown Visionary is probably best, so we'll grab that. Now, they are 2/2s, they're not particularly strong. Not really worth attacking. Because attacking into white can lead to them dying. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. Sometimes... They're mono? Oh, it is mono. Okay, I suppose... Well, yeah, see, if I'd attacked into that, what would have happened is it would have died, and then it would be a 1/1, and then it would have died. So, I still made the right call. That's called revisionist history. Okay, he gets stronger on his own. Cool, cool, cool. We're about to have angel problems. Not a lot I can do about that. Now what we could do is another Harold unites the Elves. Like, Harold's really got to unite the Elves today. That's what I'm saying. Like, Harold, get to it, please. Unite them Elves. And we're going to... Oh, was it exiled? Exiled, rude. Okay. Now, I don't know if they're going to attack. I think they will just to get the 7 extra life. Like, because if they have 7 more life, then they start making angels, and that starts getting a little bit nasty. Liliana, okay.
No more
You're gonna make me
distractions.
sacrifice a
Let's
creature?
make this quick.
I would expect that. Yep.
I've always hated clearance.
That sucks, but that's life. Yeah, they're gonna have 7 life now. I don't want to block that. I lose my Clan Caller for no reason. This is bad. This is bad. I don't really have a way to gain life here either. I could attack into this. They block with the 2/2. Then they absolutely... Yeah, I'm probably dead next turn. Attacking doesn't really help me. That's alright. Liliana can't make me sacrifice another card, but she can make me discard. We both discard a card. Oh, they've got 0 to discard.
We'd rather forget.
Probably Garrick's Uprising. It doesn't really matter. We don't... If this was best of 3, I would probably shift some things around just to be able to deal with some of these lower strength creatures. But of course it's not best of 3, so we just die. I guess we just die. That's alright, that happens sometimes. You gotta lose some games. I mean, I'm doing pretty well so far. Anyways, I am done for now, so what I'm going to do is I am just going to end the stream. I'm not going to... Actually, with... anyone? Is anyone streaming? Not really. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for watching, everyone, and this will go up on YouTube, like, now. So...